Hello friends, and welcome to the Advent opening portion of today's Vlogmas, Vlogmas 15, and I am so ready to see what the Hobby Lobby calendar Stitchmas holds, as well as what kind of coffee are in my boxes. So let's dive right in. I'm a little pumped up today on coffee, if you have not noticed. But we're actually going to start with David's tea, because I'm thinking about breaking into the sweet potato tea after a while when I get to actually sit down, because I haven't even really got to sit down and craft all day long. I've been cleaning my mother-in-law's house. I've been over there for 4.5 hours. 5 hours. I did come home to take our laundry out of the dryer and hang it on the sheets on the line and back over there. But I just love the smell of opening this thing up. So delightful. Day 15. Ooh, that was loud and I apologize. We have David's Breakfast Blend. Typically I'm not a blendy kind of gal, so I think I've had this one probably since it's like a staple of David's tea. I can't remember off the top of my head what it tastes like, because I drink a lot of tea and coffee. Now, we're going to go ahead and jump into the coffee portion, mainly because I would like to make a cup of coffee, and I would like to make one of these. So, Keurig, 24 cups to cheer. What do you have for us today? This is like the most depressing coffee calendar in the entire world. McCafe, Colombian. Woo, yay, thanks. Thanks, Keurig and McCafe, for that splendid cup of joy. There's no joy there. Hopefully, my friend, The Great Value, who ironically is Walmart of all things that I really don't even love, will pull out a win. 15. Where are you? Here you are. And it has. Why am I not surprised at all of its glory? Frosted gingerbread coffee. So obviously, the winner goes to Great Value and its seasonal flavors once again. Like, I may need to write Keurig and be like, look, y'all need to step up your game, because this is ridiculous. So much cheaper and so much better than their version of cheer. So far, I've not experienced 24 cups of cheer with Keurig. This is bad branding. And they're just lying to you. Now, let's look at the jellies, which, oh, this thing is so sad looking. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 15. May all your dreams come true. Well, that'd be nice. I do have a dream that I would like to come true. Number one, I hope that didn't break and crack, because that would be sad. So let's see. No, we're good. So today's number 15 jelly is strawberry verbatim spread. I had this last year, and it was so good, y'all. So good. And I think we actually bought this one before, but I like it a lot. But anyway, so my dream for 2023, and buy me a shed and fix it up for a studio. We have a trailer on this property that was my husband's when he graduated high school, and he moved in it and lived in there for several years, and it's really nice. So originally I was going to try to take that over and turn that into my studio, but that's more on their side of the property, and we're thinking that when our son gets old enough, when he graduates high school, which in all reality is only in a couple of years, because my baby is 15, y'all, and he's in 9th grade, that he can actually move into there like my husband did. and then eventually his brother can move in there with him if he wants to. They can actually go to college here locally because the college campus is only like 25 minutes from here. And it's already paid for. Plus, they'll be under their mother's wing, and I can make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing so I don't have to hunt them down at all hours of the night. Not that I would really do that. Maybe I would. I don't know. We'll see. Depends. They're pretty good kids, though, because they know I will hunt them down. But, which leads me now with no she shed. And, I mean, I can take over their rooms, that's going to happen anyways. But I would like something, have my little space to go to. And I would also like to fix it up. And I think that would be fun to blog that experience. And it may not happen, but that's a dream. And so, you know, Bonnie said she hopes my dreams come true. Well, that's my dream, Bonnie. Get to working on it. Craftvent from Jimmy Bean's wall. It probably won't happen though, y'all. I mean, a lot for real, but it would be nice. It would be very nice. Day 15, there is some yarn. So this color green is weird and bright as it is. This is actually what sold me on this color of this kit. There was 3. This one is Home for the Holidays, I think that's what it's called. And then there's a blue one with grays, and then there's like one that has like these more jewel colors. But this bright green and that carousel horse is what sold me on this colorway. Because I just think they're fun, and I like fun colors. Because life is too short not to experience and enjoy fun colors. And not to mention, I don't mind being an oddball. I'm pretty much okay constantly with being an oddball and having like bright, weird colors. So it just suits me. But this is, I'm guessing this one is our Mallow. And this is the Twist Light. So it's a fingering weight with a ply. And then this lovely fun color, Sorry Not Sorry, and it is also Twist Light, so it's a ply yarn. But those are fun, and I like fun bright colors. Seriously, this is getting sad, but it's been fun. It's also been a lot of work. I would be lying if I did not say that I was not expecting it to be this much work to do Vlogmas every day with everything that's going on in my life. Although I shouldn't be surprised. Am I going to do it next year? Most definitely, because I've really had fun doing it. And it's really helped me kind of to break free of these walls that I put around myself as far as speaking to the camera and recording, because it's very awkward to me, and I feel a little bit easier doing it because I know that people are actually talking to me back in the comments, and it doesn't feel as strange. So I greatly appreciate each and one of your comments because it makes me not feel like I'm crazy. Day 15. Santa and a sleigh sticker. Oh, this is very pretty. So I'm really digging these purples, especially this purpley gray section and those blues, and there's a little bit of green on the end. I like that purpley gray. But that's a fun little mini. It's very colorful. I do like, it's like a gray brown. I like that color. I would buy a whole skein of that, just single dye color. So that was my Molly. And the reason we're going through this kind of fast is because I would like to go on a walk in the woods. 15. This is also getting a little sad looking in there. I wonder if this yellow is in the indication or if she's throwing us off our trail like she has been the last few days. Let's see. Alrighty. I see a peekaboo. Ooh. I like it. I really do enjoy orange and yellow. I know it's not your typical colors that someone's like, oh, I love orange and yellow. But I really do. But I also really love purples and blues and greens. Like, there's really not a color that I don't like. I even really like grays because grays pair with everything. which is why I'm painting my walls in the house gray or white. But I do love some orangey yellows. And this is very pretty. It kind of reminds me of the Furls crochet hook in Solar. It also looks like my star behind me because when it's lit up it has this yellow tone to it and reds. But that is very, very pretty. I really love Emma Jarn. She has probably quickly become one of my top 5 favorite dyers, and I'm really thinking about doing her advent calendar again next year. I may see what this one from this year looks like since this is last year's, but I'm deeply considering it. I'm also really thinking about just biting the bullet and going for a homespun house calendar, even though it would be coming from Berlin. That is something that's on my mind. Merry Little Stitchmas has got us a little pink package today. I have not measured every one of my yarns from day 1's part yet, but I did go ahead and start. I mean like just recently, because that's all I have. So there's like a magic ring in 1 stitch, so that's something. But I'm doing Mary first, and you start with a beige, which is color A, and it says it's 30 yards and 22.5 grams. I measured this on 2 different scales, both of them hands down, and I even calibrated them first. And a way that you can calibrate your scales is with a nickel, because a nickel is going to weigh 5 grams every time, every single time. So you can get your little electronic scale. I buy like little food scales because they record really small, low grams. And so I'll put the nickel right in the middle and make sure it hits 5 grams. If not, I'll put new batteries in it or I'll adjust it. I calibrated it, put this on 2 different scales. Both of them are giving me a reading of 25 grams. So, just going off that 1 scale. Now, again, I haven't done all the ones that are in the kit, but I will do that tonight, and I'll come back with the results for tomorrow's Vlogmas Day 16. But anyways, so going by that, those comments that said there were not enough yarn in the kit are not accurate at all, because in fact there's more yarn in this kit than I should actually have to have, because Mary only uses I think like 3 or 4 grams. I have 25 grams, and the only thing I use this for is like Mary and Joseph's face and hands and little baby Jesus' head. So I'm not seeing any fault with this calendar. In fact, I think it's a really, really good deal. And the more I get into it, the more I'm hoping that they do it again next year. So that's just my little take on that. Take it as you will. But from what I'm seeing, and like I said, I'll weigh the rest of these yarns in here tonight. But they've actually given extra yarn. Just saying. Day 3. I also really, really appreciate the little tin from yesterday with the stitch markers. Super adorable. But I am curious to what today's going to be. I really loved how they wrapped individually every little present. What is this? This feels weird. It feels like fabric. Oh, this is nice. Oh my gosh, it's got foxes. Oh my gosh, it's got owls. Oh, this is big. Okay, so hold the phone. It has divider pockets. This, my friends, is adorable. So not only is it a good size project bag, we're talking like, I buy project bags for people, and I make project bags, and I used to sell them locally. This is what I would consider a medium to a large project bag, easily. And it has a flat bottom that is, you know what? we can measure it because they provided us with a tape measure yesterday. So we're going to try that baby out. So this has a 4.5 inch bottom, and it is roughly 9 inches long. I mean, that's a good size bag. Let's see how tall. About 10.5 inches tall. So it's 4 inches wide, 9 inches long, 10 inches tall, 10.5 inches tall. With handles, okay. There's actually a key ring in here, so you can actually hang those little adorable stitch markers you just got on that. And there's pockets. So there is 1, 2, hang on. Okay, so by the magic of editing, I'm able to flip this inside out in an instant to show you. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 interior slip pockets. Now these are not huge, you know, they won't hold your phone, but they're big enough to put your crochet hooks or your needles or pins or your little accessories. Because my little tape measure that I just got slides right in there, you can see it. And I appreciate the fact that they're not a thick material and that I can actually see what's in there in case it is something like my tape measure. And I'm like, where did that go? Oh, it's in the pocket. They'll even hold my little things of jam, which also, you know, I reuse as stitch marker holders. So that's adorable. But I do love the print because, I don't know if you can see, but on the foxes, there is like Fair Owl pattern, and there's yarn balls, and there's hoot owls with snowflakes on their chest, and even snowflakes. But I just realized there's a drawstring. It'd been super cool if this drawstring came out on the other side, so you can pull it and it closed on itself, because that's how I just prefer my drawstring bags. But that's okay. I mean, you can just do this and it'll close. And you have carrying handles. That's pretty adorable. I would say that is at least a $20, you know, gift right there. Again, I only paid $45 of this for this whole kit because it was on sale for 70% off. So at this point on day 3, would I paid $150 for it, knowing only what I know now with the first 3 days of Advent? Maybe not $150, maybe not full retail, but if it was like 20 or 30% off, there's a huge chance I would have bought this. Now, knowing what I know about it, come next year, if I see this again, will I buy one early on before they go on sale so I don't miss out? And I would have to say that I would deeply consider it. Like, I think this and I think this kit are really good Advent things. Because you're getting a project, you're getting a bag to hold it all in, and you're getting stitch markers. Not to mention the cute little wooden creche that they gave you. And we're only on day 3, guys, and this is a 12-day calendar. So I'm digging it, like a lot. So I have an FO before we head outside for a little adventure, and that is my, just kidding, I see a little tip that I forgot to snip. Okay, let's try this again. So I have an FO, and it's my tile 19. Is that the right side? Yes. I think, yes. Okay, so tile 19. I really need to start tile 20 and 21 because this week is tile 21. Today is tile of the week Thursday. And I'm officially 2 full weeks behind. Sam and Mike, I'm slipping. But this is my tile 19 with fingering weight yarns, and I do love it. I did block mine, but I think it turned out really, really pretty. So, there we go. I really love how the light pink has some of that brown in it, as well as the purple lavender, which is kind of hard to see, which is right here. And it also has some of the green. And I love how the white has all the colors, but I think it's really, really pretty. So I've been thinking about what I'm going to do with these. And I think I know what I'm going to do with these. But I'm not at the place yet where I've got it figured out completely, so I'm not going to divulge that information. So we'll have to wait and see. And it'll be one of those things, if I get my dream place body, that it'll come to fruition. But I think I know what I'm going to do with them. Let's go on a walk, shall we? Alrighty, friends. So we are getting ready to go on our walk. And we're going to do a mushroom counter because it's been raining a lot. And in Alabama, when you have rain, you have mushrooms. So let's see. For this afternoon walk, I did bring some coffee and a very old tumbler that has Minnie and Mickey Christmas on it. Love this thing. I've had this thing for years. Fun tidbit about our land. A couple of months ago, I was walking in the woods and came across a wooden egg. Yes, a wooden egg. The only thing I can think of is that someone locally who has chickens put the wooden eggs on there to get their hens to lay or to mess with raccoons and snakes. And that creature drug it all over to our land. Second theory is that it came in with a storm. Because I am in Alabama, tornadoes are a thing and straight line winds. I mean, it's common. But that's the only two I can think of. So I've tracked this thing on our property. I've never moved it, but it moves itself. Well, it doesn't move it, but critters move it. And so at this point, it's just kind of fun to see where it's going. When I was out here, the egg was over on that side of the property. So there is like a run like this where we cut it for purposes in case there's a fire. So there's not any immediate trees. There's like a 10-foot, I guess, drive through it, slow down the spread of a fire. There's one of those there, and then there's a fence, and then there's the back of our property behind our kitchen. So it was over there. And that was probably sometime in June or so. And then October I was walking, and it had wound up down there. So I actually set a way marker on my watch so that I can keep up with it. So we are going to track it down and see if it is there or if it has moved again. And that's our goal. And there, my friends, is the wooden egg. And as you can see, it is a wooden egg. And it has moved some because it was pretty close to where that big tall fence post is. Now, granted, we had a lot of rain, so the rain and the wind could have very well brushed it down here. Or it could have got moved by one of the 24 turkeys that we have running around. But there it is. So I'm going to be setting a new waypoint, and we'll check back on it in a month and see if it moves again. And that is our little mystery egg of our land. You can see where the turkey has stirred up all the pine straw. And I mean, that could very well be a way that's getting moved. But that doesn't explain how it originally moved from this point right here all the way on the other side of that clearing over there where that tall grass is. I've been slacking on my mushroom counter. This is actually mushroom number 4 because I forgot to count some over there. See what I see. I was walking and that caught my eye right there. I was like, oh look, there's number 12. But that is a really pretty rock that has been unearthed by the rain. So we'll take that home with us and clean it up. Oh, and apparently those ants living there. Sorry, little ants. Don't be mad. I'm taking your doorway. Very important lesson about living in Alabama. If you're going to walk in the woods, always wear boots. Because I'm on the trail, but I see something shiny. Do you see that? That is a snake. And it is basking in the sun and getting warm. I am not the only creature out here enjoying this warm afternoon sun after all that rain. Because it's been so warm here lately, and we did have all that rain, all the snakes are moving around, hunting for prey, and trying to get warm to survive. And that's what that guy's doing. I can't think of what they're called. It's not poisonous snake. It's not a bad snake. Like a rat snake. It looks like he's recently eaten something. I see a big part of his belly. There's his tail. But he is chilling. He is very much alive. He just moved his head. But I'm guessing he just ate something. But look how pretty he is. He almost looks blue. He's a couple of feet long. He's a big guy. See his little eyeballs. There's his face. He's just trying to survive, so we're going to leave him alone. But what an amazing find to see on our walk today. He's gorgeous, that's for sure. Time to say, I just misspoke. They're not poisonous. There's no snake that's poisonous. They may be venomous, but they're not poisonous. Completely different things. Just wanted to get that clarification out there. So we are on the little ridge right behind my house. There's my house. And there are always deer out my kitchen window. Like there is my kitchen window. Right there. And this is where a deer walked through. Went all the way through this way. And probably because I kind of bait them with a salt block. Because Because I'm like, come see me, little dear, come see me.